You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's Monday, the 15th of December. This is James Spann. Cold again tonight. Not as cold as last night, but still a pretty good chance we'll see a freeze all the way down to the Gulf Coast tomorrow morning. But then we warm up. Everybody across the state should be back in the 60s by Thursday, when some rain will likely return. So let's talk about it. Getting awfully close to Christmas. We are 10 days out. Where did this year go? There's the upper air look, and the big trough that brought the Arctic air that's moving off the Atlantic coast have a northwest flow aloft and a very dry air mass in place. I mean, you cannot find one single cloud across the entire state. Always fun to look at the Gulf when you've got this Arctic air coming over the warmer water. Makes those cloud streets you see there. But again, a totally cloudless sky. And obviously nothing on radar nearby. Up north, rain falling over the Pacific Northwest. Got some snow around Buffalo, New York. Temperatures are beginning to move in the right direction. Yesterday we had 20s and 30s at this hour. Today we have mostly 40s across the state. 41 for Gadsden, Cullman, Huntsville. 48 at Troy. Gulf Shore is managing 52 today. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. A lot of wind issues up north. Wind advisories, high wind watches and warnings up near the Canadian border from Minnesota over to Washington State. Still got some flash flood watches for parts of western Washington and western Oregon. No thunderstorms expected through tonight. Tomorrow there could be a bit of thunder on the Texas coastal plain and over western parts of Washington State and Oregon. And then on day 3, which is Wednesday, got a chance of thunder. Again, nothing severe from the eastern half of Texas up into parts of the western Ohio Valley. But again, severe storms not expected. We see no severe weather problems here anytime soon. But hey, we still could use some rain. This is rain for the next 7 days. This is the newly updated outlook from WPC. The really big numbers are back in the northwest, western Washington State, western Oregon, northern California. Huge amounts of rain and mountain snow there. For Alabama, rain amounts 1/2 to 1 inch for the Tennessee Valley. Generally 1/2 inch or less for the rest of the state, and this is valid between now and Monday night of next week. We'll have a chance of rain Thursday and Thursday night. Maybe a few spotty showers in here on Sunday. And again, that's the latest drought monitor. Clearly, we need some rain, especially over the southern 2/3 of the state. So let's break it down day by day. Model fans, European 12Z run 4 o'clock tomorrow. A little shortwave ridge in place, and tomorrow morning it's going to be cold. Clear sky, light wind. Most spots will be in the 20s. Maybe some teens for the colder pockets over North Alabama. And a pretty decent chance we'll see a freeze all the way down to the Gulf Coast again, but not as cold as last night, not as cold as the lows we saw this morning. And then we climb into the 50s as the warm-up really kicks in. So let's go to Wednesday. Evidence that moisture tries to increase, and this is suggesting there might be a few isolated showers over west and southwest Alabama as early as Wednesday afternoon. And we'll probably insert that chance in the forecast. And then Thursday, we have an approaching front. And we'll see increasing chances of rain statewide Thursday and Thursday night. This is Thursday night at 9 o'clock Central Time with a cold front moving in. And I guess there could be a thunderstorm somewhere, but there's no chance of any severe storms. And again, rain amounts for most spots over the northern half of the state, about a 1/2 inch, amounts lighter over the southern counties of the state. And then on Friday, a colder air mass comes in here, but nothing like the air we are experiencing now, yesterday and today. But this will drop temperatures a good 10, maybe 15 degrees. Latest guidance coming in a little colder Friday. Suggesting highs could be in the 40s for the northern half of the state, 50s for South Alabama, with a sunny sky. And as the weekend begins, Saturday morning, the northern half of the state will likely see a freeze. The sky partially sunny. And the high Saturday will be really in the 60s for much of the state, so that one cooler day on Friday, then we bounce back with a warmer day on Saturday. And then Sunday, evidence moisture comes in from the south, and that could kick off a few scattered showers. I don't think it rains everywhere, and it's certainly not raining all day, but a chance of showers on Sunday. And the day should be mild with highs in the 60s. And a week from today, Monday, December 22nd, kicking off Christmas week. Look at that big ridge developing right over the middle of the nation. And again, there's evidence that we might see enough rain for a few spotty showers around here. Let's go out 10 days. This is Christmas Day. How about that? Thursday, December 25th. Got this upper high that's over Texas and again ridging in place over much of the country. And if this happens to work out, Christmas Day would be comfortable. Highs in the 60s and mostly dry, maybe a shower near the Tennessee state line. But understand it's too early for a specific forecast, but the pattern suggests above average temperatures. In fact, we'll look at the numbers here in just a second. Rain for the next 15 days between now and the 30th of December. The mean a little higher, but not much. It's a little over 1 inch. The green line, that's the mean. So here's a look at the numbers. And this is coming off the national blend of models. And this is kind of a midpoint for Alabama. If you're in the Tennessee Valley, a little lower. South Alabama, a little higher. But you can see we've got 62 Thursday. Then we drop about 14 degrees on Friday. The high dropping to 48. But then we bounce right back. 60 on Saturday. Mid-60s Christmas week. Latest NBM for the central part of the state showing a low Christmas morning of 49, a high Christmas afternoon of 65. And again, that's a little above average, but again, it's nice and cool in the morning. I think that's pretty decent. Latest long-range guidance. This is for December 23rd through December 29th. And because of the pattern flip in the ridge, obviously temperatures will likely stay above average right on through the end of the month. And we all know it's going to flip again. It always does. When that happens, we don't know yet. But at some point, the cold air will certainly come back. Hey, we got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. I love coming into Breakthrough Charter School. All kids, all the students, they're out there in the hall. What a welcoming committee. This is outstanding. Breakthrough Charter School, Marion, Perry County. I love it. I mean, I am energized when I come in there and have this kind of action going on. That is too good. Did the weather program for the fourth graders, and hey, they are good. Fourth graders are outstanding. Had a really good session today on the science of meteorology. And speaking of outstanding, look at here. Who loves a big cookie cake? That is too good. But we talked about winter storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, convection, weather forecasting, did some storm spotting, and a lot more. So we're getting to these great kids at Breakthrough Charter School in Perry County and Marion. Thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. All right, so tomorrow going to be speaking in Huntsville at the Huntsville Rotary Club. Looking forward to that. And then the last school visit of the year is Wednesday at Matthews Elementary in Northport, right on the banks of the Warrior River. And looking forward to that. On Thursday, I will be at Cropwell Baptist Church in the Pell City area for a program for the senior adults. And again, that'll wrap it up. I will be taking a week off next week. Of course, we all know that weather never takes a week off, but we'll have my colleagues filling in on these videos. I'll be back after Christmas. But don't forget tonight's Monday night, Weather Brains. Hey, we're doing 2 shows this week, 1 show tonight. We're doing next week's show Thursday night of this week. So 7 o'clock Central Time, youtube.com/weatherbrains tonight and Thursday night, the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. Don't forget you can watch me this evening on ABC 3340 News, and you can hear me on great radio stations around the state every day, including in Birmingham, 104.7 WZZK. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Monday evening, and God bless.